Раз-раз. Так, сейчас начнем. И походу у меня опять эхо. Поэтому сейчас я быстро с этим разберусь. Да, я сегодня, в общем, решил опять немножко поиграть в кинцо. Я очень давно хотел потупить в кошатницу. Абсолютно без понятия, что меня в ней ждет. Но по отзывам в Стиме и вообще, в принципе, кто в нее играл, все говорят, что типа пипец, супер крутая история, она перевернула мою жизнь, все дела. Хотел на самом деле по лайту сначала посидеть и что-нибудь пошпилить то, что я давно играл, но как-то вот, не знаю, настроение так легло, что захотел что-то новенького. Тут есть русские субтитры, поэтому мне не придется все нафиг переводить, как в играх, которые я бы мог сегодня другие поставить. Но все тут на английском в плане озвучки, так что субтитры. Я надеюсь, кто-нибудь меня смотрит, но даже если не смотрит, в общем, я надеюсь, что в процессе присоединятся. Я пока начну. У меня тут вечерний пивас. Прекрасный вечер, 25 градусов, жары. У меня окна нараспашку. будет еще жарче, я думаю, сейчас. Я в нее вообще ничего не играл, ничего не знаю, так что вперед. И походу эха у меня никакого нет. Если будет, скажите. Я живу одна в этой старой двухкомнатной квартире. Меня зовут Сьюзен Эшворт. И, видимо, с кошками она живет. Иные скажут, что это одинокая жизнь, и, наверное, это правда. Но мне не нравится компания людей. Последнее время, по крайней мере. Такая красавица. Я доверяю только своим кошкам, и я буду по ним скучать. Ну а думаю, они меня поймут. Кувшинчик — прекрасное имя для кота. Потому что этой ночью я проглотила целую кучу таблеток. Они легальные, конечно, прописаны врачом из-за моих проблем со сном. Но я приняла 34 штуки, все, что смогла найти в шкафу. И теперь комната вокруг меня кружится в туманном танго, и мое сердце замедляется. Любую секунду я буду мертва. Я спокойна, я готова к этому. И бабочка, и улетела. Мне осталось сказать только одно. Спасибо за ничто. Прощайте. Отличное начало для игры. Мы умираем. Часть первая. Дом в лесу. Так, нажимать, чтобы ходить влево-вправо. А это у нас... Ага. Давно не играл в игру, в которой действительно надо нажимать на стрелочки, чтобы ходить. И, кстати, мышка тут вообще не работает, походу. Тут все управляется только с клавиатуры. Так, какой-то амбар. Нажимай вверх, чтобы открывать меню взаимодействия. Перебирай доступные варианты вверх-вниз. Нажимай Enter, чтобы подтвердить. Так. Меня странно влечет к этому месту. Надо найти способ открыть навесной замок и попасть внутрь. Войти не могу. Окей. Идем дальше. Ну, сесть в машину и ехать мы точно не можем. Так. Что-то там наверху потолок не очень хороший. Так, ну мы это уже поняли. Скорая помощь. Осмотреть. Она не может идти дальше. Скорая помощь загораживает дорогу. Посмотрим, что внутри. Закрыто. Ага. Это скоро закрывает проход к выходу из тоннеля. Может, и нет никакого выхода? Ну, может быть. По крайней мере, дальше мы пройти не можем. Придется идти обратно.
Huh?
Так,
What's making that noise?
что это стучит?
Hello? Who's there?
Кто здесь?
Answer me.
Отвечай. Выходи. Фак. Ну, неудивительно, что это она. Похоже, что это она. Это я, мое холодное безжизненное тело прямо перед моими глазами. Что оно здесь делает? Я кажусь такой спокойный. Так, хватит вертеть. Открыть глаза. Зелененькие. Мои глаза почти единственная вещь, которая мне нравилась в себе. Девочка с довольно хорошей депрессией. Даже сейчас они немного сияют. Открыть рот. Ключ! Это что, у нее во рту ключ? У меня во рту? Лучше возьму его с собой. Ну, конечно, засовывай к себе в рот руку. Отлично. Вниз, чтобы открыть инвентарь. Ага. Понятно. Выбирать предметы влево-вправо, подтвердить, нажать. Так давно даже ключ не открыл бы мой рот. Теперь я нахожу один внутри него. А она не без юмора. Здесь нет никаких замков. Так, пойдем к амбару. Русский язык шедеврально наложен. Эй! Второй раз-то не надо вздыхать. Обратно к себе мы вернуться теперь не можем. Как будто хотели очень сильно. ФТ-37. Ну, наверное, ничего не значит этот номер. Что это, блин? Олень, что ты делаешь тут? Дверь войти. Закрыта. Окей, мне надо использовать ключ. И что, я вошел? Ага. Окей, мы решили загадку первого класса. Что тут у нас есть? Машина, доски. И еще, когда она подходит к этой штуке, сердце начинает биться быстрее. Только не говорите мне, что мы сейчас ее сердце откопаем. Слишком большая жертва может обратить сердце в камень. Нужна будет еще одна жертва, чтобы превратить его обратно. Возможно, я глуплю. Это просто какая-то старая машина, в конце концов. Как странно, я не вижу ни одного переключателя или кнопки на этой машине. Как она включается? Отверстие заколочено досками. Знак внизу гласит: аварийный переключатель питания опасно. Подергать. Ну, давайте подергаем. Мне не хватает сил, чтобы содрать их голыми руками. Ну, конечно. Там определенно что-то есть. Но там... переключатель. Так, нам нужно найти какой-нибудь инструмент. Чё, обратно идти, что ли? Звуки тут, конечно, довольно криповато. Нет, тут ничего нету. Ходит, конечно, медленно. Хотелось бы побыстрее. Но она мертва, поэтому я не могу ничего от нее требовать. И чё, мы теперь оленя будем догонять? Я угадал. Олень, не убегай. Так, ну она выпила таблетки, но тут еще горит машина. А можно, как в том меме, сел в нее и сгорел? Можно? Нет? Блин. А! Ну, она так посмотрела, типа, окей. Мое мертвое тело, свисающее из дерева. Я должна бояться, но я чувствую только пустоту. Стоп, что это светится у нее на шее? Это ключ? Тело слишком высоко, я не могу дотянуться. Веревка завязана в узел. Развязать. У него было несколько часов, чтобы развязать этот грёбаный узел. Видимо, дверь закрыта с другой стороны. Ну, прыгни. Я не
I
знаю.
can't remember this
Я
place.
не помню это
Am I
место.
lost?
Я заблудилась? Так, она переместилась куда-то в другое место. Кар-кар. Какая ужасная картина. По крайней мере, это не моя голова на решетке. Ну, у тебя уже тут 2 твоих трупа. Как бы. Закрыто. В этой игре все закрыто. Тут она кругами ходит. А, ей ворона показывает, куда идти. Видимо. Или нет? Что-то какой-то дикий пазл тут. Я пойду за вороной. Кар-кар. Что, в другую сторону? Так, а это что там лежит? Не, я не буду трогать. Или надо это трогать, я не знаю. Нет, это я уйду. Ага. Спасибо, ворона. Бедная олень. Кто сделал это? Здесь есть кто-то кроме меня? Вытащить нож. Фак. Дверь отпереть. А, она с другой стороны была закрыта. Теперь мы можем перерезать. Прекрасный звук. С виду я, будто я просто сплю. Обыщем карманы. Пусто. Взять ключ. Взяли ключ. Уйти. А теперь мы можем, наверное, пройти через те ворота. И вороны больше нет. Так, через ключ. Ключ от ворот. Спасибо, мне прям пишут, что это ключ от ворот. Так.
Welcome to
Добро
my house,
пожаловать в мой
Susan
дом.
Ashworth. I have been waiting for you, my dear. I knew you would turn up one fine day like this.
Who are you?
I have so many names, it's hard to pick one. But I'm curious, who do you think I am?
Смерть, старая леди, живущая в лесу. Бог, вы дьявол, я действительно не знаю. Допустим.
Death?
Смерть.
Interesting.
Интересно.
Yes,
Да, возможно.
that's what I am.
Вот кто я.
I come when there's something to take, but I never give anything back. I am
Я есть гибель,
doom,
но я
but
и
I'm
спасение тоже.
salvation too. I'm feared by most, but adored by some also. Some like yourself, Susan.
Don't flatter yourself, old lady. I don't even know you.
Well, that's not quite right. I've been around for a while, keeping you company. Always there, you know? Always there.
So I was wrong. You're not deaf?
No, I am not. Perhaps I am life. But then again, does it really matter?
What is this place?
This, my dear, is my humble kingdom, and this house is my castle. I rarely invite people in, just like you. I like my solitude. But you are a special guest, and I'm going to make an exception.
Me? Special? I can tell you now that there's nothing special about me, lady.
Don't bring yourself down, Susan Ashworth. Today, you are my guest of honor.
What will happen next?
Depends on you, Susan. Inside my house, there are dark hallways that lead to places you don't want to see. But there is also something that will make you want to return to where you came from and cherish every single little breath you take. I'm going to make you an offer, Susan. It's a chance only a fool would refuse.
Okay. An offer? What can you offer me?
Let's come inside. It's getting cold out here.
Так, что-то интересное начинается сейчас.
Please don't touch anything, dear.
I wasn't going to.
You lied to the whole world, Susan. And you lied to yourself.
Ну, я хотел потрогать, да. Она правда здесь? Может быть, это все просто сон?
Now we can talk properly, my dear.
Буду ли я наказан за то, что отняла у себя своего... Есть тут кто-нибудь кроме нас? Я все еще не очень понимаю, кто вы.
I still don't really know who you are.
I go by many names. I've never paid much notice to what the living call me. But there is one name the fallen ones use when I speak to them. I find it most accurate. The Queen of Maggots.
Королева червей.
Is that what
Прекрасное
you
имя.
are? Why maggots?
Because they feed on what's dead and gone.
Dead and gone. I guess that's me. Will I be punished for taking my own life?
Most people would be, but not you, Susan. You see, I watched you long enough to understand how you feel. I don't expect you to believe me, but I actually have sympathy for you. Who knows? I could be your only friend. The only friend in the whole wide world. So like I said, I'm going to make you an offer. I want to help you. I will give you back your happiness in exchange for a simple task. Your life will change completely. You will be yourself again. And you will soon forget the sadness that has consumed your heart for years.
Is there anyone else here?
Что смешного?
I thought you liked being alone. Isn't that why you ran away from everyone?
It doesn't matter.
I was standing right behind you when you threw away all those photographs, you know? I brushed your hair every night you cried yourself to sleep. I saw everything. I know what you want, but it's not here. It's gone, and it will never, ever come again.
What do you want me to do?
Yes, I think it's time to explain. But where are my manners? We're still in the hall. This is not a place for a serious talk. Follow me to the next room. I'll tell you everything you need to know.
А можно картину потрогать? Пустынный берег моря. Потрогать нельзя.
What's your offer then? What can you fix that life has destroyed?
Susan, death can fix nothing. But though we are both dead, I am not death. I might seem just like a strange old woman to you, but I'm just as powerful as gods. And I chose you, Susan Ashworth. I'll need you to go back and face 5 people. They're not ordinary people. They're very special. Just like you, only in a slightly different way.
What makes you think I want to go back? I finally did it. I killed myself. That's all I ever wanted. And yet, it turns out to be just another failure. I want this suffering to stop.
Dear, dear Susan, you don't realize that the suffering never stops, do you? It only gets worse. This place is a passage between the world of the living and the world of the dead. You enter one of these corridors and you never come back. But you don't cease to exist. You remain.
Даже убить себя не дают.
I'm a failure. Why did you choose me? Aren't you afraid I
Низкая
will let you
самооценка.
down, whatever it is I have to do? Most days, it's enough of a struggle to crawl out of bed. I don't see the point in anything. I just want to disappear. And I hate everyone else because they know how to be happy. Everywhere I turn, there are people filled with hope and will to live. Or people so pitiful, they make me ashamed to be alive. I don't want them. There's nobody there for me. I am alone. I just want to vanish.
This is the very reason I chose you, Susan Ashworth. I know how you feel, because I felt like this myself for a very long time. You and me are very much alike. If you succeed, you will never feel broken again.
Those 5 people, who are they?
The parasites, that's what I call them. They don't know each other, but their destinies are bound together. You will have to keep your eyes open and be constantly on guard. Those people will want to get closer to you. They might even pretend they are your friends, but don't let that fool you. They have nothing but cruel intentions. They'll want to hurt you, Susan. They'll want to kill you. As harmless as they might appear, parasites are the evil scum of the earth, and they all deserve to die.
Isn't my life bad enough without them?
Don't be frightened. You will have a great advantage over them. They don't know that you know. Do you understand what it means? You will become my hunter, serving punishment for their sins. A tool of destruction. A dark angel walking through the river of blood. You'll find your purpose in life and you see for the first time how satisfying it can be.
But how will I recognize them?
There isn't a great deal of people in your lonely life, is there, Susan? You will know when you see them. Bring those deceitful bastards in front of me, and we'll make them regret for everything they've done.
Вы хотите,
Are
чтобы
you
я убил их?
expecting me to kill them?
No, Susan, I'm expecting you to fight for survival. To do everything you can to defend yourself. I know you're not a murderer. Quite the opposite, actually. You're a good person. But I also know that you don't want to suffer. And those people will want to cause you pain. They won't hesitate. In the end, you might have no choice. Think of it as gardening. If there were weeds among the flowers, you'd pull them out, wouldn't you? You'd get rid of them without thinking twice about it.
I'm not really a gardening type, but I see your point.
I'm glad. And remember this, you are not the only victim. If you don't stop them, the killing will continue. Innocent people will die.
Короче, мы
You
будем
have the
пришивать каких-то
opportunity
наемных
to make
убийц
the
или
difference.
каких-то совсем плохих
To
людей.
save yourself.
I can't do this. It's too much. Dealing with criminals is a job for the police, not someone like me.
Indeed, you are weak. That's why I have prepared a special gift for you. Immortality.
Чё?
You cannot die, Susan.
Охренеть.
You will always return to life no matter what happens to you.
What? This is the last thing I wanted.
Вайбы
Please,
SMT
Can't you just
Апокалипс.
let me die?
I've made the decision. As long as they are alive, you cannot die.
То есть она хочет умереть, а она у нее забрала эту возможность. Прекрасно.
It's blackmail. You can't do that.
I'm doing it for your own good.
Ну, конечно.
Anyway, you are in no position
Старушка
to bargain
тоже
with me. You will either go and do what you have to do,
не очень
suffer
такая.
for eternity, forever unable to find your peace.
Короче, старушка тоже непростая.
This all must be just a weird dream. I don't believe you.
Susan, see this door here? Let's go inside. I want to show you something that will help you make up your mind. Follow me. Yes, it's you, Susan. Come closer. Say hello.
I don't want to look at it. Haven't I had enough yet? That body in the ambulance. Then the forest. But this place is... This is exactly what I was trying to run away from. I don't want to be here. Make it go away.
I assumed it would be wise to give you a little taste of the suffering you'd endure. I want you to understand that you can keep going long after you can't.
Распята в полном одиночестве, именно в том месте, где все изменилось. Я очень не хочу здесь быть.
Susan, it's time to make a decision. The parasites are coming, whether you want it or not. You haven't really got much choice. You must stand up for yourself.
I take orders from nobody. I'll do it my way.
Don't you understand? There is no other way.
Это какой-то
Well,
прям
I don't know
развилка
that.
была?
Besides, you could be lying to me. How do I know you aren't? I'm no murderer. I don't want to be. I'll find another way without you.
What?
Look, I appreciate you giving me another chance. Don't get me wrong. I can see now that I've made a mistake, and I'm ready to try to fix my life. But I really don't like what you're saying. If there's one thing I learned in life, it's that people let you down all the time. If I don't rely on myself, I can't rely on anyone else.
You fool! You damned arrogant fool! You have no idea what you have just done.
Ну,
But fine.
сказала умные мысли, и что она сделала?
In the end, I will be the one laughing at you. I always am.
Съязвить, извиниться, оскорбить. Ну ладно, съязвить.
Yeah. Don't laugh too hard, old woman. You might break something.
When we meet again, you will beg me on your knees to give you a second chance.
I don't really believe in second chances. so I might have to disappoint you again. Look, this is all just a bad dream. I want to wake up.
И сейчас ты проснешься.
I'm back in the house. Okay, it'll be fine. I don't need her. I'm sure I'll figure out what to do.
Что-то у меня ощущение, что я сейчас на какую-то жесткую концовку сразу пошел.
They left me no choice.
Они не оставили мне выбора, Алиса.
Maybe one day you'll
Может быть,
forgive
однажды ты
me.
простишь меня. Интересненько. Эти свечи — это люди? А если эту задуть?
I think that's enough for now.
Прикольно.
I think that's enough for now.
Ну да, не стоит сейчас лишать жизни всех людей. Явно.
What the? How did I
Что
get
за...
back
Как я
here?
вернулась сюда? Тело. Я так понимаю, мы сейчас пойдем обратно к сараю. У нас есть монтировка. И мы теперь можем спокойно отхерачить доски. Великолепно решаю пазлы. Дзынь. Что у нас там в отверстии? Знак внизу гласит: аварийно переключатель питания опасно. Внутри темно. Если это кровь внутри отверстия, кого-то здесь ранило. Фак. А музычка клевая. Интересно, тут сохраниться вообще можно? Или он по чептерам сохраняет? Второй, первый вдох.
Yes, I do enjoy fine art. Thank you for noticing. There's a certain raw beauty to it that modern painters often fail to recreate. I always wanted to be an artist myself, but it'll be a long time before I can call myself
Рука-то
that.
отросла.
I often say that patients are my canvas, but my job is more about restoration, obviously. I look at the damaged human minds and bring them back to their former beauty. I'm sorry, I'm probably boring you.
No, it's not that. It's just... It's been a difficult couple of days. I'd really like to go
она
home.
пришла к доктору.
Of course,
Но её вернули.
and go home you will. As soon as we've done this little assessment, okay, you probably know how it works. I've read in your file you used to be a nurse.
Yes,
Она была
I
медсестрой.
know very well how it works. You want to check if I'm nuts.
Well, I wouldn't use that expression, obviously. But yes, we have to make sure you're safe and figure out how to help you. Also, as a nurse yourself, you know there's always paperwork involved. These forms won't fill themselves. Honestly, Susan, you have nothing to worry about. This is just a formality. I could tell straight away that you are not nuts.
Fine. What would you like to know? I will answer all your questions. Then I'll go home, take a long shower, and catch up on sleep.
Wonderful. Let's see then. Where do we begin?
She's awake, Doctor.
Она очнулась, доктор.
Good evening.
Добрый вечер.
It's good to see you awake at
Приятно видеть,
last.
что вы наконец очнулись.
You're in the Cedar Lake
В
Hospital.
больнице Седер Лейк.
My name is Andrew.
Меня зовут
I'm one of
Андрей,
the
я один из
doctors.
докторов.
Would you confirm your name
Могли
for
бы
me,
вы
please?
подтвердить свое имя, пожалуйста? Сьюзан... Ну, не могу вспомнить.
I can't remember.
CT scan didn't show
Томография
any
не
permanent
показывает
damage to your
каких-либо
brain.
необратимых повреждений
I'd
мозга.
assume you still feel a bit
Могу
confused.
предположить, что вы
Your
немного
body went
сбиты
through
с
a
толку.
massive
Ваше
shock.
тело пережило
You should
серьезный
soon
шок.
be able to remember everything.
Скорее всего,
Maybe
вспомните
after you've
скоро.
got some sleep, we could talk again.
Может,
You need
поспите?
plenty of rest, Susan. Your memory will come back soon.
Ваша память
The
скоро
nurses on this
вернется.
ward will take it from here.
А за вами
Please,
пока
let them know if you need
поприсматривают медсестры. Скажите, если вам что-то
Please,
понадобится.
don't try to speak.
Пожалуйста,
What
не
did you
пытайтесь
say?
говорить.
Don't worry, Mrs. Ashworth. Your arm is fine. No.
Ваша
There's
рука
nothing
в
wrong with your
порядке.
arm, darling. Now calm down.
А, она
Would you
спрашивает
like me to get you some water? Let me get you a drink.
про
I'll be
руку.
back in a second.
Ну, в общем, девочку откачали, а с доктором она вообще болтала где-то там у себя в мозгах. Или это потом было? Пока ничего не понятно.
I'm sorry, Susan.
Простите,
Did I wake
Сьюзен, я
you? I
разбудила
have to
вас.
take your blood pressure.
Мне
2
нужно измерить
seconds
ваше
and I'm
давление.
gone.
2 секунды, и я уйду, хорошо?
My name is Liz, by
Меня
the
зовут
way.
Лиз, кстати.
I-
Привет.
I'm sorry.
Простите,
I know
я
this isn't
знаю,
very
это не
nice.
очень вежливо.
Believe me, I hate waking
Поверьте, я
people up
ненавижу
just for
будить
this.
людей только из-за
But
этого.
being a nuisance is part of my stupid job, unfortunately.
Чего
I
помехи?
hate this place.
Ужасный русский.
Tell you what, Susan. Can I call you Susan? So anyway, I shouldn't say it, but you know I'm going to anyway. You are
Как она
so
узнала, что она
lucky.
Сьюзен?
It's crazy. You doing what you've done, and her walking in, seeing what she saw. That was a chance. One in a million.
Вот именно, она приняла
I'm
34
not making any
таблетки.
sense again, am I? I'm tired. They're working us to death here, you know. Modern day slavery. One day I'll tell them what I really think. I swear I will.
Девочка, тебе не с кем
And
болтать.
here it is. You've got the blood pressure of an 18-year-old. Just wanted to say you're lucky, I think. And that I hope you've changed your mind about some things. Got to go, but I'll see you later. You take care, sweetheart, yeah?
Сейчас будем сбегать из больницы. Или не будем? There's some shit going on here.
Bad dream?
Плохой сон? Да, очень плохой.
Yeah, a really bad one.
I knew it. I could see as soon as I came in the room that you were having a nightmare. I guess I shouldn't have woken you up. What was it about?
О чем был сон?
I was burnt alive.
Actually, it reminds me of something that happened the other day. There was this woman on the emergency unit, and she really wanted to smoke, you know? But they wouldn't let her, of course. She
И она
wasn't
себя
well at
сожгла.
all. Not just injured, but not right in the head. She was on 10 litres of oxygen through the face mask. She had to stay in bed, she was told. But she wouldn't listen, of course. And as soon as they'd left, she lit up a fag. The whole room went up in flames, and so did she. I guess you didn't really want to know that, did you? That's just me and my big gob.
У тебя язык точно
I never
длинный.
know when to shut up.
What happened to me?
Well, how much do you remember?
I took some pills, and I fell asleep in the chair. I remember how the room kept spinning around me slowly. I felt so calm, and then
Сказать, не сказать.
all of a sudden, I was on the field of barley. It was great at first. I felt happy. I was free. But it soon got worse. There was this tunnel, but there was no light at the end of it, only darkness. Then I got lost in the woods. There was my dead body hanged on the tree, a burning car, and a crow, and a deer. I heard something behind the trees, but I didn't dare to look. Then I found the house. The old woman who lived there. I think she was Death. Or maybe she was the devil. I'm not sure. She said they call her the Queen of Maggots. She
Слишком
said I
много
should
ты
go back,
рассказываешь.
gave me another chance. And so, here I am. Weird dream, eh?
Maybe it wasn't a dream. I really believe in that sort of stuff. It's not impossible.
It felt real, but it was just a dream. Can you now tell me who found me and what happened?
Well, your body went into a coma. You were lucky she came home and found you. I told you that before.
What? Who found me?
Your daughter, of course. She
Чего?
called an ambulance. If it wasn't for her, you'd sure be dead now,
У нее
Susan.
дочь есть.
My daughter?
Yes. Why?
Так она же говорит,
You
что она
look so pale
одна.
all of a sudden. Susan?
У нее
I
не
don't
было.
have a daughter.
Ну да.
Whoever she is, she lied.
But why would she do that?
How should I know? I was in a coma, apparently.
So she lied. It doesn't change the fact that you owe her your life.
I was fine. I didn't ask for any help. Sorry. How long have I been here?
I was told you arrived at the hospital at 7 in the evening. You had a cardiac arrest in the ambulance. They had to resuscitate you. Your heart stopped beating for nearly a minute, but they managed to bring you back. You went to the intensive care unit, where they gave you a dose of antidote and pumped your stomach. As soon as your condition was stable, they brought you on this ward. It's called Dime Ward. I call it Die Ward, because all the patients who come here want to die. It's a suicide watch unit. That's why it's so strict. You have to be careful. Nurses here are trigger happy with the sedatives.
When will they let me go home?
I'm not sure. Probably not today. Maybe tomorrow. Look, I shouldn't say that, but you seem like a nice person. I feel like I should warn you. There's this doctor here. They call him Dr. X. He's a chief of psychiatry in this hospital. You won't be able to go home until he's talked to you, and he's really good at getting into your head. You know what I'm saying? He will ask you a lot of tricky questions. But he's a really great guy. You should trust him.
Первый чувак это будет доктор.
Did you see this daughter of mine?
No, sorry, Susan. Apparently she came in the ambulance with you, but then she remembered something and had to go. I think someone mentioned she went in quite a hurry.
Of course she did. She was worried I'd ask her what she was doing in my flat.
Saving your life?
Do I really have to give her a benefit of the doubt just because of that?
One would assume so. That girl is a hero. Maybe real heroes always leave before their identity is revealed.
Or she was a burglar, attempting to steal from me.
That's a possibility too. Have you got anything very precious in your flat?
Maybe. Tell me more about this Dr. X.
His name is Xavier Zellman, but everyone just calls him Dr. X. He comes on the ward often, usually late in the afternoon or in the evening. I personally really like him, but you hear all sorts of stories in a place like this, you know. I don't know what to believe anymore. All I know is he's been very friendly and supportive. Some doctors won't even say hello to you, but Dr. X usually stops and asks how I am. He knows I have some problems. He can see I'm not happy here. He actually offered me some free weekly sessions. I think I might take him up on his offer.
What are they saying about him?
Oh yeah, they say he's a big flirt. Nurses, cleaners, patients. He doesn't care, as long as they're wearing a skirt. One girl I knew, Linda, I heard they had an affair. Stupid girl. Well, she left, and I never saw her again. Now why do you think that is? Dr. X got her knocked up. They covered it up and quietly got rid of her. Probably paid her some money. I don't know how these things work, but it must have been enough to shut her up. I bet he'll be more careful now. But I can't really say a bad word about him, personally. Well, one thing. Maybe.
Что же это интересно?
Don't laugh, okay? He's got a weird smell.
What do you mean?
He smells funny. I don't know. Maybe it's just bad aftershave. Or maybe it's something he eats.
Oh, thanks for the warning. I'll try not to get too close to him.
Now that I think about it, there's something else too. I'll tell you this, Susan. He starts talking to you, and you just open up and tell him everything. It's very odd. I don't exactly hide things from people, but he got some really private stuff out of me. Really private. You know what I mean? Things I wouldn't tell my mother about, and we haven't even started those sessions yet. So, be prepared for that.
Sure. But it's a bit too late for me to hide how I feel now anyway. I think I made it very clear when I swallowed those pills. Tell me something more about yourself.
Me? I'm a nobody.
Я
I'm
никто.
just a hard-working girl. We all have to pay our bills somehow, right? I rent a room not far from here. There are 2 other girls living in the house. One is an auxiliary nurse, like me. She's always sick. The other one is a stripper. At least I think so. She's never home at night.
Maybe she works at night, like you.
Yeah, but I don't leave for work wearing red stockings and heels, do I?
No, you're right. You're a real nurse, not some man's fantasy of one.
I used to do all that for my boyfriend. You know, dress up as a sexy nurse and all. Well, I did it just once, really. He didn't like it that much. He didn't like me that much either. Broke up with me last Valentine's Day. Of all the days, he chose that one, eh? He never told me why, but I don't care anymore.
Душещипательно. Можно еще о Докторе Иксе что-то?
Tell me
Узнать.
more about this Dr. X.
His name is Xavier Zellman, but everyone just calls him Dr. X. He comes on the ward often, usually late in the
No.
I don't know what to believe anymore. All I know is he's been very friendly and supportive. But Dr. X usually stops and asks how I am. He knows I have some problems. He can see
Ну,
I'm
мы
not
поняли,
happy
что
here.
очень клёвый
He actually
чувак.
offered me some free weekly sessions.
What are they saying?
Oh yeah.
А,
Ну,
ну это
what's-
уже все говорили.
Well, Now, why do you... Doc, I bet. But I can't really say a... He's got a... He's...
Тут можно
Now,
только
he's-
по одной
I-
фразе
I mean-
проматывать.
So,
Sure, I'm tired. Let me sleep now.
fine. I'll see you again. Be careful who you trust here, Susan. They will be watching you.
How do I know you're not one of them?
You don't. But do I really look like a bad person to you?
I don't know. Maybe not.
I'll see you tonight.
Ну, вообще,
Remember what I said.
нас предупреждала эта мадам, что
Dreams
не
are
все
just
будут
dreams.
приветливыми.
But when they turn into nightmares, it's good to have someone there to pinch your arm and wake you up. Right?
We'll start with a
Аж.
little chat
Так
about
это, наверное,
your
этот доктор.
childhood. I want you to be as honest as possible. It's important if we want to get to the bottom of your problem.
Все, сейчас
Count
будут
to 10
вытаскивать
and
детские
tell
травмы.
me when you're ready, Susan.
А, ну да, это и есть доктор Икс.
This isn't all about whether you're nuts or not, like we said before. It's about finding what has caused how you're feeling now and creating a working solution. In order to achieve that, I need to get to know you better. Can we talk about your childhood first? Your parents.
Никогда
when
не
you're
был
a
у
child,
психотерапевта,
your
но,
life
возможно,
revolves
это так
around
выглядит.
them. What was your father like? Did you have a good relationship with him?
Так, что нам сказать про папу, учитывая, что я не знаю, что у него за папа. Отличный папа, был нехорошим отцом, я выросла без отца. Они предлагают на меня это все накладывать. Ну, допустим, не был.
No, he wasn't a good father to me. He was a cold, scary man. Had this wall around him. I could never talk to him about anything. He wouldn't understand. He'd just punish me instead. Maybe it's his fault I got some wires crossed in my head, because he never loved me. I've always wondered what it feels like to have a loving dad.
Maybe it's not too late to fix things between you two.
It is. He's dead. Cancer. 6 years ago.
I see. But it isn't too late for you to put things right in your heart. Have you forgiven him?
Yes. What happened, happened. I see no point in blaming him forever.
Good. Clearly you closed this chapter in your life. Holding a grudge against your father would be holding a grudge against yourself.
How did you get to that crazy assumption?
Your father is a part of you, whether you want it or not. Children subconsciously copy their parents' behavior and recreate it later in life.
I'm sorry, but I have to disagree.
Why does that upset you, Susan? This isn't something I just made up. These are scientific facts which have been tested and proven over the years.
If you say so, fine.
You haven't really forgiven your father, have you? That's what it's all about.
I said fine.
This is definitely something we have to work on in the future. Let's talk about your mother now. What was she like? Would you care to tell me about her?
Даже не знаю.
I can't complain. My mum was great. She brought me up well. Me and her, we were like best friends, like soulmates. We did everything together. She passed away 7 years ago. When Dad first got diagnosed with cancer, it was too much for her. He kept pretending he was fine, but she just couldn't take it. Her heart gave up. She died quickly. My father kept fighting it. Another 8 months of illness and intensive chemo finally beat him, though. He thought he was unbeatable, but he wasn't.
Okay, I'm beginning to get a better picture. That's enough about your parents for now. Let's take 2 minutes, and we will talk about something else.
I need to get out of this place. I hate
Мы будем
hospitals.
сбегать из
Besides, I
больницы.
really want to go home and forget all about this.
Че, у меня браслет какой-то есть? Я не очень хочу спать здесь. Кроме того, я не устала. Ну, пойдем. Лишь взгляд на эту подушку заставляет меня думать, сколько людей умерло лежа на ней. Уверена, она была постирана много раз после этого, но все равно по спине холодок пробегает. Если подумать об этом, я сама почти умерла здесь. Стой, я умерла на мгновение, разве нет? Под подушкой нет ничего интересного. А что у нее за браслет? Застегивающийся больничный браслет, на нем мое имя, дата рождения, больничный номер. Часы. Стрелки застыли на 10:08. Я-то думал, что они не идут. Часы, возможно, сломанные, просто нужны новые батарейки. Так, там раковина была. Еще раз войдем. Включить горячую, холодную, выключить. Сейчас вода не течет. Какой-то пазл будет. Это список лекарств для пациента в палате 2. Наверное, это я. Мне приписано много успокоительных, оказывается. То, что не дает мне, может вырубить и лошадь. И обеспечить ее головной болью на неделю тоже. Также может вызвать галлюцинации и паранойю. Как странно. Зачем они дают мне все это? Я не сумасшедший, это уж точно. Если кто и сумасшедший здесь, так это тот, кто посадил меня на все эти лекарства без всякой причины. Цветы. Пучок хризантем. Ненавижу цветы. Взять, понюхать. Я не люблю цветы. И мне все равно, как они пахнут. Я их ни за что не возьму. Предвзятая эта девочка. Это список лекарств для пациента в палате 1. Согласно ему, имя Анна Бёртон, 35 лет. Принимает много успокоительных и имеет длинную историю злоупотребления наркотой. И к тому же он принимает метадон для замещения героиновой зависимости. Внизу страницы заметка, гласящая, что она на самом деле частный пациент, остается здесь по своей собственной воле. Везет ей. Думаю, мне не просто будет покинуть палату. Зайти к ней? Вот тут никого нет. Часы тоже застыли. Какой-то пазл с часами будет.
Hello?
Внутри
I guess I
кто-то
should
есть.
wait my turn.
Дверь туалета. Спорю, она думает, что эти красные очки делают ее привлекательной. Я знаю, такой тип людей слишком хорошо, полностью преданной работе, но совершенно узколобая.
Is Liz here?
And who's Liz?
That young nurse who was here last night. Black hair, very chatty. She said her name was Liz.
I'm sorry. A lot of people come through here. I can't remember everyone's name. Can you return to your bed now, please? It's nearly time for your medication. I can't be chasing around after every single patient.
Beg your pardon?
Look, I'm very busy at the moment. I'll come and talk to you in a minute, all right?
I feel much better now. Can you please discharge me?
I'm glad to hear that. But I can't discharge you until Dr. X sees you. He should be doing his round very soon. Please return to your bed and wait for him, all right?
Can I make a phone call, please?
Oh, yes, of course. But the phone's being used at the moment. Can you please come back in 5 minutes? Thanks.
Ничего нельзя. Это пропуск на имя Анн Бёртон, на данный момент пациентки палаты номер 1. Похоже, она сама пришла в больницу, и поэтому ей позволено уходить, когда она захочет. Очень хочется взять этот пропуск.
Please do not touch these. They are all confidential documents.
Yeah? Well, maybe you shouldn't leave them out on the desk for everyone to see.
If you are looking for something to read, we have some magazines for patients here.
Thanks, but I think I'll pass.
Должно быть файлы пациентов, они свалены в кучу на столе.
Please do not touch these. They are all...
I was only going to tidy up.
I'm sorry. Are you one of the housekeepers? Why did you dress up as a patient?
I just can't stand mess, that's all. And there's no need to be sarcastic.
Who's being sarcastic?
Excuse me, where's the exit?
It's just down the corridor, ma'am.
Thanks. I'll be on my way then.
Can I see the discharge letter first?
A discharge letter? What for?
Some of our patients are under observation and aren't allowed out of the ward. For their own safety, of course.
It sounds like we're prisoners here.
It's for the patient's safety, ma'am. If you haven't been discharged by the doctors, I'm afraid I can't let you through. May I ask what your name is?
Just let me go, arsehole.
There's no need for that attitude, ma'am. We're just doing our job here.
Is that your excuse for being a brainless
Чёртовы
fascist son of a
фашисты!
bitch? You're taking away my freedom. Are you going to hit me next?
These precautions are for your own safety, ma'am. Now, if you'll excuse us, we've got a job to do.
Yeah, standing on the corner, looking
Очень вежливые
stupid.
фашисты.
Don't get too tired, will you? Bastards.
Короче, мне этот пропуск нужен. Для этого мне нужно как-то отвлечь медсестру. А это Анн Бёртон. Она, видимо, на медикаментах и ни хрена не понимает, что происходит. Другой пациент самоубийца. Странно, она похожа на кого-то мне знакомого.
Hi, are you alright? Can we talk for a minute?
I can't talk. Please, just leave me alone.
Oh, I mean you no harm. I'm trapped here, just like you.
Trapped? I don't know. It's just so hard to think without it. But you're a stranger. And you're not one of those lovely nurses either. They look
Милые
after me
медсестры.
so well. I trust the nurses like I trusted my mother.
I just want to talk. I need your help.
Unless it's Mother who sent you. Was it her? Please tell me it was her.
Yeah, sure. I'm a good friend of your mother.
I miss her so much. I can't remember you very well. But you should know this. If you really are a friend, you will know my mother's name. The name that haunts me. A beautiful name.
Yeah, sure I do. Now, let me ask you.
What is it?
Oh, well...
What is my mother's name?
Да без понятия.
Anne Burton.
No, that's my name. You don't know my mother, you little liar. Leave me alone. Please, just leave me alone.
Надо узнать имя ее матери. Похоже, мусор из этого ведра не выбрасывали уже довольно давно. В ведре много выброшенных медицинских контейнеров и других отвратительных вещей. Я возьму один из медицинских контейнеров. Что это? Это одноразовый медицинский контейнер для таблеток. Записка. Пожалуйста, прекратите писать послания на зеркале. В данный момент мы испытываем трудности поддержки высокого уровня частоты. Из-за неожиданного отсутствия наших уборщиц. Мы просим всех пациентов проявить сознательность и поддержать чистоту отделения. Даже уборщица не устраивается в эту лечебницу. Туалет. Смыть и поднять крышку. Мне хочется в туалет с момента, как я проснулась. Если в игре есть туалет, то там должно быть возможность поссать.
Someone is coming.
А, мы отвлекли
Have you rang the
тетку.
bell? Is there an emergency?
I'm feeling a bit woozy.
Are you really? You look fine to me.
No, I'm really not feeling
Нам
well.
нужна диверсия в
Fine,
туалете.
I'll call the doctor for you. But I can't help it if he's busy and can't get here straight away. In the meantime, I know how to make you feel better. I think it's time we give you some medication. Can you please tell me your name and your date of birth?
Are you kidding me? I'm not taking any medication. I'm not ill.
Oh, you should know we are only following the doctor's orders here. You do want to get better, don't you? Now, let me have a quick look at your name band. Miss Ashworth, I strongly suggest you take this, all right?
Are you insane? I'm not taking any medication.
Не буду я ничего
I'm
принимать.
not ill.
Okay, we are prepared for this. Jim, can you come in, please?
You must be kidding me.
Unfortunately, I'm not. I'm going to give you an injection. You'll feel a sharp scratch. Hold it for me, would you?
Сволочи, они меня вакцинировали.
Now, go back to your room and rest. You'll be able to
Спутником.
relax and have a great sleep.
Хорошо, что у меня после вакцинации не было таких эффектов. Оперный театр. А у всех психов такие вещи происходят.
The drugs have worn off and I feel better now. But I can't let them do that to me again. I need to get out of here.
Так, надо сохраниться. Сохранить. Так, она тут стоит.
If you really are a friend, you will know the name that...
But I know it.
Да не знаю. Ну, допустим, Мэри.
Mary?
No, leave me alone.
Sorry, Mom. We'll need to see a discharge.
Right. It's...
Так, а может у медсестры спросить?
Tell those security guys to let me through right now.
I'll tell them in a minute. I just have to finish my writing first.
I'm not kidding. I want you to let me go right now.
Could you calm down, please? There's no need to be rude.
What? I'm not being...
I'll be with you in a second. We're looking after a lot of patients here, not just you. Let me finish this. I can't remember what I was going to write. I have to start all over again.
Can I make a phone call, please?
Oh, but can you... Thanks.
Так. А, так, зеркало. Я не могу смотреть на себя. Зеркало разбито. Большой кусок стекла лежит с краю. Взять осколок стекла. Если они найдут его у меня, то подумают, что я полная психопатка, но он все же может быть полезен. Я рискну. Осколок. Это очень острый кусок стекла от сломанного зеркала. Что мне с ним делать? Ну. Ладно, вода мне ничего не даст. А может дать этот браслет?
Shall we swap our name bands?
Mother always told me not to talk to strangers. I can't take it. I'm being good now. Only talk to my nurses and good friends.
Поменяться не можем. Цветы. Может быть, срезать? Хотя нахрена? Так, ну ладно, давайте зарежем медсестру. Она не может придумать применение. Ладно. Этот просто на имя Анна Бёртон. Папки. Точно. И там, скорее всего, есть имя ее матери. Но теперь понятно, мне нужно эту медсестру как-то отвлечь.
I'd like to go home now.
Well, so would I. But there are procedures and a system in place. I can't just let you go like that.
What?
Look, I'm very busy at the moment. I'll come and talk to you in a minute, all right?
Давно я в такие игры не играл, но эта загадка намного более сложная, чем все, что было до этого. Так, у меня есть много перчаток. Перчатки. Может положить что-то под подушку.
Shall we swap our name bands?
Mother always told me not to talk to strangers. I can't take it. I'm being good now. Only
Может, я тогда просто...
if you really are a friend. The name that holds.
But I know it.
Может, я поперебираю имена?
Alice.
No, leave me alone. If you really the name.
But I know. Mary.
No, leave.
Мэри я уже спрашивал.
If you really are the name.
But I know. Joan.
No, leave. If you really are the name.
But I know. Elizabeth.
No, leave. If you really the name.
But I know.
Ну, когда-нибудь я точно
No, leave. If you
узнаю.
really are the name.
But I know. Sarah.
No,
Нет.
if you really the name.
But I know.
Ладно, я не знаю.
I don't know.
No, of course. Leave me alone.
Может, у тебя и нет мамы. Так, операция «Диверсия в туалете». Что мы можем тут сделать? Записка. Прекратите писать послания в зеркале. Когда мы тогда написали, вернее, когда мы попросили помощи, там было написано SH и еще какая-то буква. И я не уверен, что это вообще нужно для чего-то. О! Много перчаток застрянет. Вот она, диверсия в туалете. Как мерзко. Ужасно.
Someone is coming.
Have you rang the bell? Is there an emergency?
The toilet's blocked.
What? Ah, well, that's hardly an emergency.
It is when you need to use it urgently, like I do.
I see. Fine, I'll sort it out. Just give me a minute.
А я пока.
It's the gloves again. I guess I'll have to get my hands dirty since the cleaner's called in sick.
Охерительно. Ну, работай. А мы пойдем. Пойдем брать все, что нам нужно взять. Как прекрасно. Взять. Взяли. Это мой билет отсюда, к сожалению, на имя Ан Бёртон. Мне надо как-то заставить охранника думать, что я Ан. Мы с ней в самом деле похожи. Но мне нужно тогда с ней поменяться браслетами. Для этого мне нужно узнать, как зовут ее маму.
If you really are a friend, the name that...
But I know it.
Да блин.
No, leave.
Цветы. Ну, раз ты не возьмешь, то, может быть, ты, я не знаю, отрежешь. Цветы ничего не дают. 35 лет Ан Бёртон. Причем тут раковина? Зачем мне этот осколок?
Sorry, Mark. We'll need to see a
Here.
Yes, that's it. Can I just check your name band to confirm that you are in...
Oh. I think I'll go and get it, shall I?
Ну, я думал, что она будет в папках, а она говорит, что ей ни хрена не нужно.
It wasn't you who did it, was it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Someone just stuck a bunch of... Well, I guess it doesn't matter. It's sorted now. I just hope it's the last time I put my hands in that stinking toilet.
Can I make a phone call, please?
Oh, yes, of course. But the phone's being used. Can you please come back and... Thanks.
Дайте мне уже телефон.
Please do not... They are all...
I was only going to...
I'm sorry.
And there's no need to...
Who's being so...
А может, мне надо обратно в этот мир? Давайте попробуем.
Someone is coming.
Have you rang the bell?
I pressed...
Oh. Alright, I'll see you later.
Отлично, она после этого уходит.
Someone...
Have you rang the bell?
I just want...
Oh, well, guess what? It takes time. I could lose my job if I don't follow... Why do I think it's time? Can you please tell me...
I'll have your name, so I can make a big fat complaint.
There is no need for that attitude. First, you were being disruptive when I'm just trying to do my paperwork. And now you are threatening me.
Да.
Oh, you should know we are only following the doctor's orders here. Now, forget that silliness and let me have a quick look at your wristband. Miss Ashworth, I strongly suggest you take this, all right?
Принять лекарство.
That's a good girl. You'll feel...
Погнали.
Now, go back to your room and rest. You'll be able to relax and have a
Они
great
вообще
sleep.
понимают, что они этими таблетками делают? Ну, тут имя написано точно. Какая-нибудь Шейла. Ну, тут невозможно ничего сделать с этим зеркалом. Ой, ёб твою мать, это что такое? Наркотическое сердце. Ща мы тебя резать будем. Эта штука накачана наркотиками? На! Вытекает красная жидкость. Использовать. Наркотики! Так, все, тут больше ничего нельзя сделать. Я могу теперь повзаимодействовать с... А, больше букв нет. Ну, круто, чё. Классно там небо бежит, конечно. Ну, мы добыли наркотики. Что нам делать с наркотиками?
The drugs have worn off and I feel better now. But I can't let them do that to me again. I need to get out of here.
Go away. Please, just leave me alone. Mother's always told me not to accept any gifts from strangers.
Какая девочка? А, я могу сейчас принять наркотики. Интересненько. Что будет? Хватит с меня лекарств. Ладно, я не могу. Дадим медсестре. Кому мне отдать это? Может, вам нужны наркотики? Пс, пс. Хотите наркотики? Я опять не понимаю, что мне делать. Возможно... положить ей под подушку? Нет.
you really are the name...
But I know it. I don't...
No, leave me...
Ну, я не знаю, куда девать эти наркотики. Спросим у интернета. Не люблю приходить к солюшенам, но... Текс. Так, ну все-таки надо там что-то с водой делать. Ага. Но на самом деле, кстати, довольно логично, и почему я не додумался, странно. Я, кстати, в общем-то, подобрал ее имя. Ну, там могла быть только это имя. Да, это Шейла. Довольно неочевидная загадка.
If you really are the name...
But I know it. Sheila.
Yes. It was my mother who sent you after all. I'm sorry I didn't believe you. But my head's all messed up.
So, let's have a little chat, sweetheart. Something's wrong with this place.
I think it's really nice here. We must stay here. Do what they say. Take pills they give us. Sometimes, if I behave,
Oi.
they give me the red stuff. I wait for it. I'm being good.
What is this red stuff?
It's a drug. My favorite one. Red stuff takes the pain away. I must stay here.
Red stuff.
Good nurses have been most kind. They always remember. They know I'm suffering. But it is not the same as the drugs I see in my dreams. On the other side of the mirror, there's a spider's heart full of drugs. I just can't seem to find it anymore.
I see. Feel like sharing? What's your name?
There is nothing to share. Everyone died. Everyone. And my treat, my red stuff, it's not the same. I keep lying to myself. I'm a mean little liar. Always have been. This vein, you see, it goes straight to my heart. That's why it hurts so much. I wish I could, just one more time. But it's all lost now. Everything. I was always happy to settle for a consolation prize, you know?
What exactly is this little treat you mentioned?
It's the red teardrop of pure happiness. They bring it. I drink it down, and my pain goes away. Without it, I just feel so angry. It's like I'm going crazy. It's funny, but I just get so fucking angry sometimes. I'm dying, I think. We're all dying, I heard. She said I'd go to hell for it, but I didn't do anything. I didn't know. Does he know?
Who?
Him!
Right. Okay. No, probably not.
I need the red medicine. I need it now. I must be a good girl. I must be a nice girl.
Maybe I could get you some of that stuff. Do you know where they keep it?
Oh, they have it hidden well. You can't get there. Or
Уже
maybe you
добрались.
can. I see it in my dreams sometimes. It's where the nurses are. But in my dream, there are no nurses there. I see it, but I can't get it. It's so near, and yet so far. I can still hear the broken heartbeat of the spider's heart.
I'll talk to you.
Yes, they're watching us. And always.
Poor woman. I've found this red stuff you were talking about, but are you absolutely certain it won't harm you?
Don't be silly. Of course it won't.
Fine. I hope you know what you're doing. How about you give me your name band in return? Is that okay?
Oh, yeah. I don't mind. Take it.
Thank you for your help.
С цветами-то надо что-нибудь делать. Ну, все, я пошел.
Sorry, Mom, can't let you through. We'll need to see a discharge letter from your doctor first.
Here. Are you happy now?
Yes, that seems fine. Can I just check your name band to confirm that you are indeed Anne Burton?
Oh, all right. I didn't realize you knew how to read. There you go. Can I go now?
Of course. Thank you, Mom. We'll see you soon.
No, you won't. Now get out of my way.
Дверь в хранилище. Дверь в какой-то кабинет.
And you must be Susan Ashworth.
Well, perhaps I am.
Do you mind if I ask you where you're heading to?
I was just going for a little walk, stretch my legs, get some fresh air.
Нас
Give it a rest.
просекли.
I'm not going anywhere.
Miss Ashworth, please relax. there's been a mistake. You have been prescribed wrong medication. I apologize sincerely on behalf of my team and the hospital, but luckily we managed to spot it on time.
On time? You have no idea what I've been through?
Once again, I'm truly sorry. I promise no more drugs will be given to you. I personally guarantee you will have a good, peaceful sleep tonight, and you can be discharged in the morning.
Why can't I go tonight? I want to go now.
I'm really sorry, but we can't legally discharge suicidal patients without a full psychiatric assessment. It's
Проводи
late for it
свой
now,
анализ.
but I promise we'll have a chat in my office first thing in the morning, okay? And then you can go home. Is that all right?
I haven't really got much choice, have I?
Now I'd like to ask you some questions about your life, Susan. You might find them very personal, but it's important that you answer me as honestly as possible.
Fine. Let's get it over with then, shall we? I'd like to go home at last.
Of course, I understand. So, Susan, let's see. Are you living alone at the moment?
Они точно меня зеркалят.
I rent a flat. It's quite lonely most of the time. I used to like being on my own, but I'm not sure if I still do. Too much time with my thoughts, and no one to talk to. Maybe I should get a parrot. We'd have a little chat each time I feel like opening up.
Or maybe you could consider finding friends through our Suicide Watch service. They're very good. Helped a lot of people.
Okay. Maybe I will.
What do you do for a living?
I'm between jobs at the moment. I'll find something soon. But it's been difficult. I didn't feel that great. I felt weak and powerless and tired most of the time. I felt really awfully tired.
Typical depression symptoms. We can give you something for that. You'll feel stronger and motivated.
I admire your faith in modern medication, Doctor. I hope you're right.
Describe to me what your mornings look like. What is the first thing you do each day?
Залипаю в телефон.
I lie in bed, awake. Can't bring myself to open my eyes.
I see.
I'm scared of the coming day. I know already what'll happen.
And what's that, Susan?
Nothing, really. Nothing at all happens in this stupid, empty life. Sometimes I wonder why I even get dressed. What for? For who? I hardly ever get out of the flat anyway.
Would you say that you feel safer at home than outside?
Not really. I don't feel that safe at all. How can you feel safe these days anyway? You can be living next door to a murderer who'll blow your head off for a bit of fun. Local kids have set an old man on fire the other day. They filmed him as he burned to his death. I knew this woman. She slipped on a wet bathroom floor, cracked her head open, and broke a leg. She lied there bleeding for 2 days, unable to move. By the time they found her, it was already too late.
Susan, taking risks is a part of life. What do you think is missing in your life? Or rather, what is one thing that you think would make your life better?
Лучше выглядеть, больше бабла, хороший друг.
Something to fight for, you know? A reason to go on.
There's always a reason to live. Sometimes we just don't see it that clearly.
Well, Doctor, I must have gone all blind then, because I can't see any.
Have you ever attended group therapy for depression or some other form of counseling?
No, I'm not sure it's a good idea. Especially the group therapy thing. I'd hate it.
You should at least give it a go first, and then decide. If you don't like it, we can think of something else, yeah?
If you insist. But I doubt it'll help.
Do you have problems sleeping?
Rarely. I sleep well most nights. If anything, I probably sleep too much.
Would you describe for me how you feel at the moment?
Definitely better than before the accident.
Good. Hopefully you can now move on from here. With a bit of luck you will enjoy life again. Suicide attempts often have that effect on people. Same as near-death experience. It makes you realize that you're not ready to die yet. Do you find it hard to concentrate?
No, not really.
Do you drink alcohol, Susan?
Only sometimes.
I'd suggest you don't consume any alcohol at all for a while. Does that sound like something you can do?
Yeah, sure. I'm not a big drinker anyway.
Sometimes when life gets too much and people feel sad or upset, they think about suicide. Do you often think about suicide?
Ой, какие вопросы пошли. Ну, нет.
No, of course not. I don't know what got into me. It's hard to explain why I did it. I must have thought there was no other options left. But I never used to think about it or plan it. It just happened. As if I'd suddenly lost control. I knew what I was doing was wrong, and yet I was unable to stop it. Strange, isn't it?
Please, in your own words, try to explain to me, why did you really try to take your own life, Susan?
I wanted to show everyone how hurt I was deep inside.
Who did you want to know?
I'm not even sure now. People, I guess. Everyone. Myself. I don't really know. Please, ask me about something else.
Do you feel as if you're a burden, or that life isn't worth living?
Not anymore. It's strange. But I feel lighter. I feel stronger. Besides, I live alone. Who could I be a burden to?
What makes you feel better?
Антидепрессант очень помогает. Долгая ванна, музыка. Все, точно.
Music.
У нее же
I
пианино
play the
стоит.
piano when I'm feeling down. It's also a signal for the local cats that the food's there.
Да
ready
ладно, я
for
не
them.
знал.
That's when they come over. When they hear the piano.
What makes you feel worse?
Люди. Дождь, шум, одиночество.
Loneliness. I wish I had someone to talk to sometimes.
And yet you seem to avoid people.
Because they're only interested in themselves.
Not all of them, surely. I'm beginning to think you are actually afraid of finding a friend because it would force you to come out of your shell.
Call it what you like. I'll sure be glad when I find the right person someday.
Have you imagined your funeral and how people will react to your death?
I imagined it often. I hoped people would feel guilty, But then again, probably no one would come. Mine would be one of those graves covered in weeds and dirt, stuck in the far corner of the cemetery where nobody ever goes. And sad old Susan Ashworth would get forgotten quicker than yesterday's rain. Now, when I think about it, I know that really isn't what I want.
Finally, I'd like you to tell me about Eric.
Eric?
Yes, your husband.
Меня
I
был
believe
муж.
this might be important. What can you tell me about your relationship? What had happened between you two?
Ну, все 4 варианта одно и то же.
It's getting late. Can we talk about it some other time?
Fine. I suppose you've opened enough for one day. Okay, one more question. This is just a formality, but I have to ask, are you going to do it again?
That's a hard one. I don't know. But hey, I've got it. The answer is no, I'm not.
Это
Thank you
правильный
very
ответ.
much.
Excellent. We're nearly done here. There's just one more thing I must clear with you. What exactly happened last night?
Well, after I'd met you outside the ward yesterday, I went back to my room and fell asleep. I slept really well, considering what happened earlier. But then someone woke me up. It was the same nurse who was so friendly with me the first night. She said we needed to talk.
We must go, Susan. You are not safe here.
But
Please, you must follow me. Quickly.
I went after her. The ward seemed very quiet. It must have been late at night.
Hurry!
Wait for me. Tell me what's going on here. The security guys were gone. She pointed at the corridor and said,
You go first. I'll explain everything in a minute. Susan, if we don't escape now, they're going to hurt you. Please trust me. I know a way out of here. I'll help you escape. Let's go down this corridor. I'll be right behind you.
Ты там собираешься за мной идти, нет? Набрала. I will be right behind you, конечно, да.
I think I can hear someone coming.
Damn it! We can't go through there. Let's turn back, Susan. I know another way. Turn left here. We can use the maintenance lift to get us out of this place.
What are we doing on the roof? Liz! What the hell are you doing? And why is there blood on your clothes? Liz!
It's quicker than the stairs. And besides, all the doors are locked anyway. This is the only way out of here. The only escape. Let's both jump. It won't hurt, you'll see.
Еще одна самоубийца.
This is a bad idea. Come down and we'll talk.
I've made up my mind. I need to end this suffering now. Besides, I have no one to live for anyway. No one ever listened to me. No one ever cared.
I listened. You're a nice girl. You have your whole life ahead of you.
You listened. Did you really?
Of course I did. You talk a lot, but I've always been a good listener. I liked talking to you.
So do you remember that story then? The one I told you the other night? The one about the woman in A&E?
Yeah, she smoked a cigarette and burned in bed.
Okay, you have listened. Maybe you're right. Or maybe it was just a blind
Нет, у меня
guess.
просто хорошая память.
But I must jump anyway. I have no choice.
Wait! Please stop and think for a second.
Did you not hear what I said? I have no choice.
Yes, you do! You can choose to come back inside with me, and we'll just forget this like it never happened, okay?
Do you remember that other thing I told you? I'm sure I told you about my flatmates. Did I tell you what one of them does for a living? I bet you don't remember that.
Стриптизерша, по-моему.
She's a stripper.
Yes. Or at least that's what I think she is. You've listened. I just wish other people did.
I'm sure they do. It can't be that bad.
What do you know? Why do you care anyway?
I don't want you to make the same mistake I did.
I thought you of all people knew how it feels. When you're trapped and you can't trust anyone.
Look, I'm sure there must be someone who cares about you.
My colleagues don't care. My family don't care. Even my fucking boyfriend never cared. He said he needed to go find himself. Did I tell you when he broke up with me?
А вот это я не помню. Кто-нибудь помнит? Я не помню.
On your wedding day.
Do you really think so? You're a liar. You never listened to a single word I said. But it's okay. It doesn't really matter anymore. You didn't cause me this pain, this suffering. I have to do this to be free again. Jump with me, Susan. Do it while you still can.
No!
Ну, ошибся, извините.
After that, I went back. I tried telling people about Liz, but they all thought I was crazy again and didn't believe me.
And you are absolutely sure you saw Liz jump off this building?
You know, it doesn't matter. I just want to finish this and get some fresh air.
Susan, I know Liz
Возможно,
well.
я не знал,
She
потому
wouldn't
что я
do
с ней не
something like
договорил.
that. As a matter of fact, I saw her this morning. She's fine. I'd like you to come with me and see her. Say hi. Make sure she's all right.
Stop treating me like I'm crazy. Fine, I'll go. I don't even care that much anyway. The door is locked?
I plan ahead, Susan. I had a feeling in my gut, and my gut's never wrong. I feel like I really got to know you, though. I'm very sorry you've had such a difficult life. I like your green eyes and your sleek cheekbones. You're a clever girl, Susan, but the sadness has poisoned you for too long. There is no coming back from it. For what it's worth, I would have let you go if it wasn't for Liz.
Fuck.
Where am I?
Nasty Dr. X. Little Susan.
Who are you?
I am the Crow, of course. I will get you out of here. Unless Susan wants to stay. I thought so. There are 2 doors leading out of this place. One of them will simply take Susan back to where she belongs. But behind the other one, there is a great reward for her. It's something she always wanted. Something she longs for every single day.
Where are those doors? I can't see them.
Just walk back to the right side of the stage. Ideally, the Susan can't miss them. Does Susan like my girls? I knew she would.
Whatever they are, tell them to stop staring.
But they are here to guide Susan. They are the guardians of the doors. They know which door she should enter to get her rewards. But there is one problem.
There's always a problem. I'm not even surprised.
Мне нравится,
Which
что
door
она
should I
вообще
go
не
through?
удивлена ничему.
I will leave that to Susan's own best judgment. But this might be her only chance to find what she had lost. Waste it. And Susan will never get it back. Susan has one question. And she can only ask one of them. She must use it wisely.
Fine, I can do that. But what's the catch?
It's very simple. One of my girls always tells the truth, while the other one always lies.
And I'm guessing you can't tell me which is which?
It's something I've forgotten myself a long time ago, Susan. But does it really matter? One question is all Susan needs to find the right door.
Сохранимся, пожалуйста. Ну, блин, из этих вопросов невозможно понять.
Which door would you enter to get the reward? You treacherous, dirty bastard. I opened my heart to you, and you stabbed me to death in cold blood. You'll pay for this. I swear you will. But this means the old woman was right. I can't die. I'm immortal. I think it's time to find out how very mortal you are, Doctor.
Это моя предсмертная записка. Зачем он повесил ее на стену? Мое имя Сьюзен Ашфорд. Я живу одна в старой двухкомнатной квартире. Я редко выхожу из нее. И так далее. Он приносил свою жертву сюда в больничных мешках. Кусок острого железного прута воткнут в грудь девушки. Еще одна невезучая жертва убийцы. Это, похоже, была убита довольно давно. Она даже не закрыта? Если не найду ничего другого, может быть, стул сойдет как оружие? Так, у меня есть металлический прут и ножка стула. На одной из полок лежит старый кусок мыла. Теперь оно покрыто пеной, наверное, это может мне пригодиться. Ну, не знаю, как это может тебе пригодиться? Оно очень мыльное теперь, наверное. Короче, какими-то вариантами мы можем заставить его откинуть копыта, либо он поскользнется на мыле, либо мы вхерачим в него кол. А он там еще кого-то пытает. О, господи. Я видел такое раньше, живые картины. Только здесь это мертвое тело подвешено на проволоке и привязано к стулу. Чё-то доктор какой-то очень странный тип.
You're gonna pay for this, you bastard.
Поддельный скелет, возможно, он же использовался в школе, прежде чем оказался здесь. Длинный металлический болт. Мольберт. Доктор, возможно, считает себя настоящим художником. Возможно, я могу сделать оружие здесь. Верстак. О, мы... В этой игре есть крафт. Охренеть. Мне нужно оружие. Могу собрать его здесь. Из говна и палок, явно. Палка у меня уже есть. Так, я, пожалуй... Дама с горностаем. Это тело уже достаточно сильно разложилось, в то время как настоящее искусство продлится вечно. Модели доктора скоро сгниют и развалятся. Думаю, он не смог достать горностая. Возможно, я могу найти ей применение. Теперь у меня еще башка куклы есть. Предупреждающий знак. Похоже, это место закрыли давным-давно. Однажды, когда его наконец снесут, все доказательства будут подгреблены глубоко под кучей щебня. Лис? Но это невозможно. Я говорила с ней ночью, я пыталась отговорить ее от прыжка. И все же вот она висит на металлическом пруте, с виду она мертва гораздо большее время. Она правда была там просто уже мертвая? Ее карманы пусты. Надеюсь, по крайней мере, после смерти ты найдешь покой. Должно быть единственный выход отсюда. Закрыто. Так, ну теперь точно надо сохраниться. И мне надо реально оружие сделать. 100% надо. Теперь болт нужно закрепить, иначе все просто развалится. Нужная гайка правильного размера, чтобы закрепить болт. Металлическая гайка надета на ее палец как кольцо. Я бы сняла ее, если палец не был таким опухшим и одеревеневшим. А, и, собственно, мыло. Теперь мне только нужно чем-то закрутить гайку. Но не башкой явно. Похоже, бить с вольтпруга, чтобы его повернуто на бок. Шкафчик. Давайте тихонько откроем. Гаечный ключ. Пойдемте закручивать. Какой же упоротый художник. Блин, как будто в «Молчание ягнят» играю. Так. Оружие закончено. Похоже, пора пойти встретиться с доктором. Копье.
I don't need eyes to enjoy your fear. Scream louder, little bitch. Scream your lungs out. Louder, I said. Yes,
Какой же
this is by
мудак.
far my favorite of songs. Would you like me to dance for you? Unlike you, I know all art needs to be appreciated. Your scream is like a poem without words.
Но он носит маску, и у него завязаны глаза. Он убежден, что я мертва, и никто не знает об этом месте. Что ж, похоже, ты только что сделал большую ошибку, высокомерный засранец.
Your body, an instrument. I never thought you had it in you. And yet you make every fiber in my body tremble with excitement. Your body will forever be admired by those like me, who understand the only pure and true form of art.
А можно я уже проткну его? Я видел достаточно, доктор должен умереть. Ему еще можно что-нибудь сказать. Увидимся в аду. Hasta la vista, baby. Всего лишь небольшая ранка. Мне нравится ее юмор.
You'll feel a sharp scratch.
Он наконец получил то, чего заслуживал. Надеюсь, он гниет в аду. Я только что спасла жизнь этой девушки, но почему я все равно чувствую злобу?
Thank you so much. He would have killed me, like the others. The animal. You gave him what he deserved. Who are you?
Я борец за добро и справедливость.
It doesn't matter. Forget you ever saw me. Now get out of here. Call the police. I'm going home.
Так, ладно. Уже поздновато. И реку я буду проходить явно в другой день, хотя пейзаж реально клевый.
No. My heart is heavy enough. It will drag me down for sure.
Интересно, что бы было, если бы это копье не собрал. Наконец-то я снова дома, здесь я в безопасности. Прежде всего, мне нужно смыть все ужасные воспоминания этой ночи. Мне нужно принять душ, что-то поесть, немного кофе, сигарета. Еще я бы хотел увидеть своих кошек. Как там ее звали, я забыл. Кувшинка? Давайте представим на минуту, что все вернулось в прежнее русло. Я выжила в конце концов. Может, теперь я могу наслаждаться мелочами жизни? Хорошо, да, я могу сделать это шаг за шагом. Так, ну... Выкурить сигарету в ванной с чашечкой кофе, я думаю, уже на следующий раз. Да, ну, примерно то, что я ожидал от этой игры. Мне пока нравится. Очень такие серьезные вайбы. Как от девочки с татуировкой дракона. Она такая тоже была напряженная и про маньяков. Но, конечно, то, что эта девочка-суицидница и вся эта психология тоже довольно интересна. Окей, я сохраняюсь, и я думаю, мы еще обязательно продолжим в какой-то из других дней. Запись будет, я надеюсь, сохранится. Вот, и можно будет посмотреть и вспомнить то, что происходило в первых частях, когда мы будем проходить следующее. Всем спасибо, а я пойду отдыхать от этого. Пока-пока.